My name's Sarah Jordan Welch. I am the Youth Outreach Specialist here at Safe Place. I facilitate the SPEAK group. So SPEAK stands for Safe Place Peer Education, Action, and Knowledge. Youth of all genders, ages 15 to 18 from local area high schools coming together on a weekly basis to talk about things like consent, healthy relationships, boundaries, media literacy, physical and sexual violence, anti-oppression, feminism, the list goes on.
I've been involved in the program since about January of 2014, and the reason that I joined was because I was really interested in talking to my peers about just issues like this.
There were a lot of different factors that brought me to Speak, but mostly I was really interested in the opportunity for peer education and also the opportunity to kind of expand my knowledge about a lot of different issues that I was interested in and kind of had a base knowledge about, but didn't really have the vocabulary to talk about it. Things like oppression and sexual violence and media and things like that. To me, peer education means students and other young people talking to other young people in a way that makes difficult topics to speak about much more accessible. And so I liked the idea of being able to help educate my peers.
It's so beneficial to have somebody who is maybe the same age as you or like in the same demographic as you even, and talking to you about experiences that they've had with the content or just that they've had, you know? And I feel like that can be so much more beneficial than someone maybe older than you, especially with youth, someone older than you coming in and like just talking at you.
This is a super exciting time for Safe Place. We're really trying to expand our services to youth all across the county, all across the state, and it's been a really, really exciting time for us. Our SPEAK group has been enormously successful. We have some really, really outstanding youth who are learning a lot and teaching me a lot, and one of the things that has been so exciting about this group is that I think oftentimes youth, especially female-identified youth, are not really given the space to trust themselves, are not really often given the space to talk about issues like this. And one of the focuses that we as an agency are trying to work with, and this program specifically, is shifting the focus from how not to be sexually assaulted to how not to sexually assault.
Like, harassment is something that happens all too often in schools, and I feel like it creates a really uncomfortable environment, especially for more female-identified people, to like endure that every single day at school. I
do think that there are people and peers in my school that are experiencing unhealthy relationship dynamics. Because it's a very common thing, sadly, for there to be negative, abusive aspects of a relationship that can't be directly quantified as abuse by people who maybe aren't used to it or don't know what it is.
One of the coolest things in doing the presentations in schools is getting a lot of feedback from youth about, I didn't know what my boundaries were until we had this conversation, or I didn't know that sexual assault was something that I could experience. Particularly male-identified students coming and talking to me about some of those issues, and that's been a really, really cool part of this project. I love this opportunity to talk to youth and to really help them be empowered to sort of make decisions for themselves, to educate people in their classrooms, peers out in the schools, and friends, and that's been really amazing.
I feel like my definitions of sexual violence have totally been expanded. I think that something that we focus on in other parts of my life is just like penetration, and I feel like there's so much more to sexual assault, and it can be so much more than that, and I feel like it's not necessarily, my definition before wasn't necessarily all-encompassing, and I feel like it's much more wide now.
If I could tell people one thing about Speak, I would tell them that it's a really safe place to be and a great opportunity to talk to people who are interested in what you're also interested in, a great place to learn.
Speak up, speak out.